I am ready.
Welcome back to another episode of Who All Gonna Be There podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member to our very entertaining group chat. And it's E Squared in the building.
We out here, y'all. What up, everybody?
How you feeling, Eli?
Not too bad. I'm a little Big Brother wise, a little bored. Okay. I'm still getting my Big Brother fix on, but overall, you know what? Cannot complain. Life's good.
Gotcha. I feel that today it was a chill weekend, I would say, because I definitely slept most of yesterday, and today had some work, trying to get some work done around the house. You know, trying to get my Ring camera installed, the little Ring doorbell.
Okay.
Trying to get that thing done today, and got some planting done. Well, not planting. I have a rose bush, and I've been trying to take care of it now because silly me, because they're a perennial flower. If y'all don't know this, rose bushes are perennial, meaning that they come back on their own. Like, you don't have to replant them once they're planted. They just, even though they die in the winter, they come back in the spring and summer. I wasn't watering them though, because I'm like, in my mind, like, if you come back on your own, you'll sustain yourself.
They're just killing plants. Just, you know what? It'll find water on its own. Get a little Brita filter, it'll figure it out.
Yeah, so I realized very quickly that was not the case, because the branches started shriveling up and all that. So I've been watering it for the last 2 weeks, and now everything is green. They're blooming again, so it's like really nice.
Okay, gardener.
You know, green thumb. I mean, it is actually not a green thumb; it's a red thumb, because I didn't prick myself so much on them darn bushes. It is not fun. But yeah, other than that, I've been chilling.
Love it.
Back to talk about our favorite show, Big Brother. That's why y'all all here anyway. So
yeah,
let's get into it. Where did we leave the good people off?
Amy got voted out unanimously.
And, she called Jimmy a snake on her way out, which
Jimmy said, I don't think anyone heard it. People probably heard it. People heard it.
A couple of people heard it because they talked about it on the feeds over the weekend. And so it's like, yeah, they definitely heard it. How many people? I don't know. But somebody heard it. Somebody in the house heard it. And so he was complaining a little bit about it on tonight's episode, but it's kind of become a non-factor because Amy's gone. But her departure, as we saw in the episode, left Rachel, Mickey, Morgan, they are kind of down in the dumps because it's like that girl, they trusted her, Ashley too. Rachel feels like she's a failure in the game. She don't know how she's gonna continue. And I'm like, Rachel, the girl is doing solid in the house. And I'm like, why does she think she's doing so bad?
all because she's not winning comps. And I think this happened later on. She had one of the most real diary rooms. That I've seen her had in a while. And I don't know, it was a cute diary room. Like, man, I'm not the old me.
Right.
What do I do? Why can't I win?
She's like, this new school is different. Yeah, girl, it's a whole different ball game.
She said, I don't want to play nice anymore. I'm like, you know what? Respect to that, Rachel. You have to in modern Byyyeee, but
she was like, maybe let me just bring that to old Rachel. Maybe I'll just do that, go ball to the wall, just win
scorched earth.
And just, yeah. And I'm like, no, yeah, like we would love that, but then we won't love it because then you won't be here long. And we need you here to be here for jury, sister. I need you to at least make Final Five. And so I get her sentiment though, because like if you're this legend, this icon, we've seen her battling with this over the feeds over this weekend with her identity in this game. Like she's, I'm a legend. I'm supposed to be winning these things. I need to have control. I need to have these ducks in a row. And she's so used to doing it by force through HOH or whatever else, or having Brendan there, but she doesn't truly, well, maybe she does and she's just playing it up, but it's like she's playing such a different game than what she's used to. She feels like she's not adding up, but it's like, nah, sis, like this is the game you should be playing. Like this is the game we want to see. And I guess we can go ahead and talk about it. Like when it came to nominations, We know Lauren won HOH, right, y'all? Let me just go ahead and put that out there. Lauren won HOH. And why she won, Eli? Why did she win? I don't.
You know what? She wanted to prove that she's a player by winning and making her own nominations and standing on 10 toes on all of her nominations. That's what she wanted to do.
Did she do it though?
You know what? Vince sure is happy.
Right.
I'm kind of mad at Vince too. Vince could have had Lauren doing a lot more stuff instead of doing the basic Keanu, Kelly, and I need to find a third one.
Mm-hmm. That's an interesting perspective because Vince did do a lot of controlling the puppet master in this HOH, right? Very low key to the point where, because she feels like, because apparently they had this final two, they made it week one. I remember that conversation that they had. Really wasn't sure how far it was sick because they don't talk much. They talked a lot more this week because she was HOH, but week two, I didn't really see them interact as much on the feeds, and maybe I just missed it, but I didn't really see them talk a lot of game last week.
I don't remember too much. I want to lean towards the no, but I think they both know that they're fans, and I think that's kind of the thing that keeps them together. Both of the super fans, like, hey,
they know
we've
each other.
both seen this game. And even if we aren't touching base every quarter second, I still trust that we'll do what we need to get far together.
And honestly, I like that because I'm not a high maintenance ally because I don't need reassurance every single day. Like some people, I can't stand that I need to be reassured every second, every hour, every minute, every day. Like that's going to make me want to send you home because you doing too much. You doing too much. A check-in every now and again. Let's do that. Because I'm trying to be around this house because we heard Mickey talk about how she felt so in danger this week. I'm like, Lauren ain't ever said Mickey's name really like that. Like, oh, I'm gunning for her. I can't wait to throw her up on the block. But because of her association with Catherine, and we know Catherine hates Ashley's guts, and Ashley is connected to Morgan and Mickey, they just by default assume that because they see Lauren, because they close and they would nominate the same people, they just assume that because Catherine and Lauren are close personally, they don't realize that their games ain't really quite aligning. But they believe that Catherine will be in her ear. And Vince even brought that up to her in an episode. He was like, they think Catherine gonna be up in your ear and running your HOH, but you got your own mind. You can stand on your own feet. You can make your own nominations. But in the back of his head, it's kind of like, as long as I tell you. So yeah, they were a little bit paranoid about what she would do because of her proximity to Catherine. But as we saw, she didn't give Catherine anything, and Catherine wasn't really, which is crazy because if we have
Catherine wasn't in this episode at all. She had one DR, I think. And this is her girls' week. They're supposed to be running this week, and she's not even like posted up in the HOH room. Like,
because baby, my bestie, we both up there. We up, baby. we gonna sleep over, but she couldn't because she have not, so she couldn't even do a sleepover. Which kind of works. So a little bit of the feeds drama, y'all. So apparently, Catherine had told some people not to share their wine with some of the other have not people or whatever, with Mickey and Morgan specifically. I know that much. They were in that group of somebody she told not to share the wine with. And so they said, since she's a have not, let's do a sleepover and do like a little cookie cooking party with Lauren, since she's HOH, in the HOH room, and do a sleepover. And that way Catherine can't come because she'll be the only girl.
Oh, it's messy, it's petty, but you know what? That's what this show is.
And so I'm like, okay, so that's what's going down on the feeds. And so throughout the feeds and this episode, Lauren, she don't know what she want to do. She like, oh, who should I nominate? What should I do? Eli,
I feel like she knew she just wanted to keep the house happy. It's like she won power in the middle. And it's smart to say, hey, I want to stay in the middle. But you still have to put 3 people up.
Yeah.
And I think that's where she got caught up, where, all right, who's the house target? It's Keanu. And then, shoot, going on to Kelly being like, hey, hold up, me. I love going on the block.
Oh, God. What's wrong with her, Eli?
I don't get it. I halfway get it in terms of, hey, I trust you so much that I won't be upset if you put me up. But Kelly says at the very end, "Oh, I know I'll stay against Keanu and Will."
Dude,
Kelly, what votes do you have? You have negative votes.
Well, she was right about the first part. She will stay against Keanu, and that's if she don't do something outrageous that they're like, okay, let's just get this girl. I will get Keanu next week, which is could very well happen, right? Oh, Martino said he's concerned for her mental health, and that the episode didn't show the real Lauren HOH disaster. I think she'll be fine mentally because she's prepared. Like, she's watched the show, and I feel like she's prepared all these years. I think she'll be fine mentally. They all need therapists after the show anyway, so make sure she get that taken care of. But it really was a disaster, low key, because it's like when you win HOH, you should be setting yourself up to be in a better position. Even if you are trying to ride the middle, you should at least be building some type of relationships and some type of deal out of it, you know, to go into next week, right? Because two of those people that you put up are coming off the block one way, shape, or form. And because she did decide to go with Keanu, house target, Kelly volunteering, and then the third one, Will, because of she just felt like she was out of options when there's Will said, he said, all these other people in this house, and you come to me.
He could have fought back more, though.
He could have. So why don't you think he is?
I think he's in his head about just being the oldest. Or kind of like she came to somewhat of a decision, so I can't really impact that, and I don't want to push too hard. And it's like your game's on the line, and he didn't even try to bring up the core, which I think Lauren's in, and be like, man, you want to put me up? I'm playing for the core, and you don't trust me? Type of thing.
Players want, Martino said, players want the HOH amenities, but they don't want the responsibility of putting people up. Exactly. So why win HOH? That's the question. That's the big question. That why win HOH if you are not ready to
get that screen time? Get that screen time. They almost gave Lauren the reverse Andy diary room. Of course, Andy had the memorable diary room where he won HOH and was like, "Oh, I trust Andy. I trust Andy. Andy's not gonna put me up." Everybody in the house.
Yeah.
Lauren wins. And it says, everyone says, "Who's Lauren?" I have no clue what Lauren's gonna do. Just a pure question mark. Right. And the funny thing is, thinking of this week, I don't know how much she's done to make herself not an enigma.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it'll allow her to coast the final 7 and 6 and 5. Because if she this boring now, unless something drastically changes in the next week or two, she'll be the Alyssa of the season. You know, Alyssa Snyder. She'll just be there till it's time to just get her out, you know.
I thought you were talking to Alyssa Riley.
Oh, no, not that Alyssa. No, Alyssa Riley, she was a firecracker. She was going to get stuff done. So we'll see. But yeah, nobody knew what Lauren was going to do. And till this day, even though after noms and renoms, Lauren is in no better position than she was yesterday or the night before she won HOH.
And shoot, even at this point, we'll talk about what's happening on the live feeds to this current moment, but it's even a question mark on who's going to go up. I know it's like it feels like it's 90% sure I know who's going up, but
so spoiler alert, if you don't want to know who won the veto, tune out because we're getting ready to talk about the veto because it's important in the conversation I want to bring up. So before POV, once POV, the players are picked and whatnot, right? So we know Keanu's on the block, Kelly, and Will. Rachel
Ashley gets picked.
Ashley does get picked. She does. What Martino said, Will is going up every week unless Ashley, Morgan, Mickey, Ava win. Yeah, for sure. So Rachel and Keanu have a conversation. Not an argument this time.
Oh, they're slowly learning. Give them like 4 more weeks and then maybe they'll work together.
For sure. And we've seen the makings of them potentially working together now. So for those who didn't watch feeds yesterday, Rachel pulls Keanu for a conversation. I can't remember where he pulls her or she was in the workout room and he was in there. And so he was just like, "I don't trust you." And she was like, "Oh, I don't trust you either." And he was like, "How did we get here?" And she was like, "Pretty much, I've tried to help you, Keanu. You don't listen. and you lying about this Amy vote still. Pretty much, he is still lying about that vote. Why? I don't know. He's still lying about his vote, and she was like, "I just can't trust you." She's like, "However, here's the thing, Keanu. The people that you think you can trust, you can't really trust." And he's like, "What is that supposed to mean?" She's like, "I'm not gonna tell you nothing. I'm not telling you nothing. I just want you to understand that if you stay on the block Thursday, you're going home 12-0. And he's like, but Jim, she's like, Vinny's your boy, Jimmy's your boy, that's your boy, Riley your boy, all this. Your boys will be voting you out.
And I think it's a great just thing to hammer into Keanu because we've seen it over and over. And same thing with Kelly, the level of delusion where they think they're in such a good position despite being put up as a house target 2 weeks in a row. They believe that, oh yeah, no, I have all the allies that I need. I'm surviving any vote. And for that to be hammered down like, no, you're going home 12-0.
And I think it was even reflected when in his conversation with Adrian in the episode tonight. He was like, "Oh, good job, Adrian. You won. That's what I'm talking about, brother. You did that. Yeah." Adrian, like, why are you rejoicing with me? Like, why are you celebrating? I want you out. You're not my ally.
I don't want any association with you. What do you mean?
Right? Hey, Michael. And so it's like, yeah, the delusion, the inability to read the room, like you have no allies. So she's telling him this. And then he's like, well, it's Mickey and Morgan stirring up all this stuff about me. She said, no, it's not. It's not them. And he's like, well, who is it? She's like, I'm not telling you that. But if you pay attention and use your eyes and the brain between your two ears, you might catch on to who the person is that's stirring the pot and putting your name in it. And, you know, somebody said that you think you're the best player out here in the house or whatever. And he's like, I've never said that. Well, that's what I heard through the grapevine. And it's not Mickey.
Dude, did he even say in the house or did he say I'm the best Big Brother player ever? I forget.
He might have said ever. He might have said it. I can't remember if he actually said this or not. But that's what was told. And Rachel got it back to him. And he was like, wow, okay. He was like, so what does that mean for us? She's like, well, for one, we didn't have this conversation. 2, let's forget about she said 1, let's put everything in the past. Let's leave that there. 2, we didn't have this conversation. 3, you win the POV, and then we'll go from there. And we'll talk about next steps. But you need to win that POV first, because if you don't win the POV, ain't no sense of me even having this conversation with you, because you're going to be going home. And so he leaves this conversation. And she's like, I still don't trust you, though. Just so we're clear, I don't trust you. You got to prove, you got to work for it to bring it back for me. And so she basically opened up his eyes because he had a conversation with Vinny. Oh yeah, Vinny's playing very weaselly. But hey, that's a part of the game. Be a weasel. If you got to be a weasel to win, be a weasel to win. Andy was a rat and he won. So be whatever you need to be to win the game. And so Vinny ends up having a conversation with Keanu, and he kind of recounts some of the things that he talked about with Rachel. However, he did not drop Rachel's name. We were like, oh, hold on.
Ooh. I'm so proud of you, Keanu. Oh my gosh, he didn't start a conversation by saying, I hate Rachel, and Rachel said this about you. Exactly. Or not about you, but Rachel said
she
this.
Did. Because she was like, Vinny's not your boy, just so you know. Like, Rachel has been letting people know avidly, like, Vinny gotta go.
And that's where I think with Vinny playing the Weasley game, if Rachel wasn't there, he'd be smooth getting away with it. And he still kind of is, because he's in a great spot where, well, we'll see how great that spot is in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But he's sheltered by Keanu and Kelly, where they will go anytime before him. And then he got list of people on that side, and he's cool enough with the Morgan, Mickey side, where he's not going to be facing any shots unless a Rachel wins, in my opinion.
Yeah, and it's funny that you bring that up too, because I just realized too, I'm like, maybe I may have heard some rumblings with other people saying something about Vinny, but Rachel has been adamant these last couple of days about Vinny is the one that got to go. She even told Lauren, like, Vinny, don't let nobody control your HOH. This is yours. You are a strong, independent, smart, beautiful woman. Somebody who's unemployed does not get to tell you how to run your HOH. And so she seems to be the only one that has locked in on him. So it's like, Is it just experience that she knows a Weasley game, or is she just that more aware, or she knows what to look for? Why do you think other people aren't as caught up on Vinny's game that like Rachel is?
I kind of think it's her experience, and also, yeah, I want to say it's an experience thing where I think the only true live feeder in there is Vinny, so people don't see how people could play nice, and you can still love someone, and they could be on the opposite side still
planning your
Byyyeee
funeral. Okay, you ready to march you out the door. They are got your obituary typed up and printed out this whole time. You think that's your bestie, and your bestie done wrote your obituary and get ready to send it to you in the next couple of days.
And just saying, Rachel experienced this whole thing in Big Brother 12, where like everyone was so tight with the brigade, and of course, whole different situation going on here. Is kind of just one guy. I mean, you can see Zach in that lens too, and I guess Zach isn't getting called out
for sure.
But Rachel, hey, she's been on this rodeo a couple times, and she's
it makes me nervous. She's been adamant about it. I'm like, "Ooh, Rachel, girl, if you don't win no power soon and do something about it, these conversations gonna get back to Vinny, and Vinny has his hooks in so many people. I don't want that to negatively impact her, because I don't think Vinny is going for Rachel at this point. I don't think I've heard him say that he wants to come after her.
I don't even know who he's going after, though.
I don't think he has. He's set himself up. I know we talked about week 1 how people felt like his HOH was a disaster, which I mean, it didn't completely go the way we thought he wanted it to go. But I feel like he's done such a good job at rebuilding whatever mess could have been made that I don't think he's planning on really winning HOH. Like, yeah, he'll try, but I don't feel like he necessarily needs it.
Yeah,
Rachel. HOH.
And funny thing is, thinking about Vinny's HOH, the past two, Jimmy and Lauren's HOHs, in my opinion, have felt similar to Vinny's, where we were all down on him for not really doing anything and putting up his final 2 Kelly. And that's kind of been Lauren to not too much of an extreme, but kind of not wanting to rock the boat and, oh, it's too early, I can't make that move. Jimmy saying that 82 times last week. You kind of got Lauren saying similar stuff. Oh, I don't want Ashley to come down and win.
Right.
Well, everyone's going to have a chance at Blockbuster. I don't think they've said when it's going to be out of the game. So you got to put them up eventually.
That part. And so speaking of that, yes, Martina brought up, I thought Ashley was on the Vinny too. Yeah, I guess she not. But so Keanu did win POV, y'all. So he won. Finally, he taking a step down for real this time. He did it to himself.
It wasn't Casey.
Casey did not win. She did not come back to win it for him. He won it himself this time, y'all. So he will be coming down. And so she's Lauren contemplating, who should I put for the third nominee? And she's like, she want to put up Ashley. Vince has been telling her, whatever you do, I'll back it. You know, other people are like, Ashley. She going, we don't want her here. Throw her up there. And so she really wants to do it, but she's scared. Now, all of a sudden, now this is where it's getting a little testy around the house, because now you got people calling folks names, these B words, and how they going to have horrible reactions all of a sudden. And they're scared of them, and all these, you know, these racial undertones, these little microaggressive undertones. I'm not saying that's what it fully is, but that's kind of what is being given the last couple of days, specifically Riley. Riley been talking a lot of trash. And it's like, you're talking a lot of trash for somebody who ain't won nothing, who doesn't
even want to be there.
Don't want to even be there.
No, doesn't want to win. He wants to be there, but he doesn't want to do anything.
That part. And he's like riling up Catherine. She just jumping right into the lane. He's like, oh yeah, Morgan and Mickey, I'm putting them up in Ashley. They don't even do nothing. They've never even said a bad word about that man. But those are your targets. Like, that's who you want. You calling them out their names, and they literally have said nothing but good things about Riley.
Hey, Riley's standing up for his girl, though. He's willing to lose his game for Catherine. That's his. That's in love with her, defending Catherine. So, but you know what?
He's not even in love. He just want to, that word. And he literally just said that on Feast the other night. It's like, oh, wow. Okay. But speaking of his relationship with Catherine, Kelly had a moment of brilliance when she was talking to Lauren today on the feeds when she was like concerned about who to put up. She was like, yeah, put up Ashley, you'll be fine. It's okay. But she was like, I will say this. If you can do what you do to Lauren, she's like, if you play your cards right, Zach will do whatever you want. And if Catherine plays her cards right, Riley will do whatever she wants. And y'all can use that for your benefit. I'm like, not I guess a broken clock.
Go ahead, Kelly. Still want you to go home, but go ahead, Kelly.
Not too soon, because she's still on my draft. But why do I always do this? The people I draft somebody on my team that I want to go home.
You gotta just throw them away. You got 3 other people.
I do, but I'm nervous. But so because she's so confident, she'll throw up Ashley, you'll be fine. I'm gonna win the blockbuster anyway. This girl, she knows she coming down.
All because she when one blockbuster hit that pose and then played a veto comp by herself
in that 4-piece puzzle, right? So if this girl do win the blockbuster again on Thursday, I mean, what we gonna do?
I'll be kind of sad. I because thinking of it, I would not be upset if Kelly left. At this point, she's fulfilled all she needed to fulfill. She put herself up 7 times. You can go home on your 7th attempt and be gone because you aren't willing to stand on his side or you're on his side, but you're letting your side put you up and you're preventing the breaking open of the game.
Yeah, and she is intentionally just spreading foolishness around the house. Like even Rachel had a conversation with her. She's like, "Have you watched Big Brother?" She's like, "Girl, no, I only watched the last like 1 season." And she was like, "So why are you saying certain things?" "Oh, because it's fun. I just want to say whatever and just cause chaos."
I respect that. I respect that though. But it's not good. Like chaos and instigating, whatever the word they've been using.
Yeah, she's been instigating foolishness.
You gotta think before you instigate. Like, oh, could this person actually say this and actually speak a little truth? Like, she's not planting seeds. I don't even know. She's just pouring water onto the ground and saying, "Oh, I'm planting seeds."
Right? No, baby, you're messing up the ground. You're not planting anything. You're just going out there with a shovel or a hoe and just tearing the dirt
smacking the ground. She's just smacking the dirt, smacking the concrete. I'm gonna grow something under here.
She's more like a weed eater, girl. You just out here just hacking at whatever else is out there. And so going back to after Rachel's conversation with Keanu, he had one with Vinny and he wasn't spilling about Rachel. Kelly's name came up. He was like, what if it's Kelly? Because Kelly did mention something, and I think she's just saying whatever comes out of her mouth. And Vinny was like, Kelly, if you're gonna be spreading stuff like that, like I gotta be more watchful because you can't keep your mouth shut. If you're gonna just be saying whatever, that's a little dangerous. So it's like, okay, Keanu's waking up. He sees that Kelly is I don't want to call her mastermind.
Waking up.
But she is the author of confusion in the house.
Keanu's still asleep, but at least it's towards a different person that's not Rachel.
Exactly. For some reason or another, he still don't want to believe Mickey and Morgan aren't the ones doing it because he still brought that up. I'm like, Keanu, please. For all the things that are good and holy in Big Brother, it's not Mickey and Morgan. But at least he's not saying Rachel, so I give him half a point for leaving Rachel alone. So Kelly might be on borrowed time. If she doesn't win Blockbuster, she could go home because even her allies now are starting to see her as a liability. So Martino has brought up Ashley potentially going home because Ashley, she halfway on the block because Lauren is heavily leaning towards putting her up. Although Adrian was offered to her as well as a potential nominee, which is again boring because same nominees from last week. But she's trying to get out of this as clean as possible, the least amount of blood. And she had a great conversation with Ava. And Ava was like, you could do Adrian. That's that's easy. That's a safer option. You could do Ashley too, because she mentioned Ashley. You could do Ashley. She said that's a high risk, high reward situation. If you do Adrian, not as many people will be mad. Kelly, Keanu, maybe. But if you do Ashley, you got to contend with 4 or 5 other people who can go for HOH, who will not be happy that you put up Ashley, especially if she goes home. And so Laura's like, what would you do? She was like, you know, I don't know what I... No, she did say, she said she had a plan. She said, I wouldn't do either of those options. I wouldn't do either of those two. She said, who would you do? She said, I'm not going to tell you that. But what you should do is go with your gut and just weigh the pros and cons, pretty much is what she told her, which is smart because people, why would I tell you what I would do? So you can go back and tell somebody what I would do? Absolutely.
Just a simple follow your heart. Mm-hmm. No, the crazy thing in my head, thinking about it just now, we're about to be through 3 weeks of nominees. Mm-hmm. Total of, what would that be, like 13 potential different people. Mm-hmm. And we really only put up 5 people. Or 6, 5 or 6. Because what, you got Zay, Amy, Will, Ashley, mm-hmm. and then Kelly and Keanu. I think it's the 6.
Yeah, the same 6. 3 weeks and it's 6.
And there's been 18 Jimmy crying about, I got to put up 17 people, and y'all have rotated on the 6 people, and I think that kind of summarizes why I'm slightly upset at Lauren. And will this end her game? No, but man, I'm tired of the same people getting put up. When this starting to become a somewhat line in the house, mm-hmm. and I don't even care if, like, people, of course, I would love for Mickey, Morgan, all them to stay. Yeah. But man, do something and attack someone that hasn't already been up. Do for something.
Because it's like, we see the split, they see the split because they mentioned it tonight. So it's like, now I think Thursday's HOH is going to be the one. Martino, week 4, it's time to play the game. And honestly, it needs to be pressure cooker, or it needs to be what you call it?
Oh,
knockout comp. It needs to be one of those two.
A knockout comp would be great.
Yes.
Yeah. Or I guess we see things split if Will wins the blockbuster. Ooh. That I think would cause a split vote. I don't know where votes stand right now.
Well, I feel like Kelly would go home. And that also depends on who's up. Is it Ashley or is it Adrian?
Oh, that's true. I'm assuming the Ashley scenario. At this point, I'm resigned to Ashley going up. But man, crazy she put up Adrian.
The fact that she's even toying with putting up Adrian is wild, because putting up Adrian does nothing for her.
Nothing. Put up 7 knobs for nothing.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see. It will depend on who's up there. If it's Ashley, if Ashley wins the blockbuster, Kelly goes home. Hey, Tracy out to dinner, y'all. She didn't win, got drunk.
Hey,
she left us alone. But yeah, if it's Will, Ashley, and Keely, I'm calling her Keely. Look, Tracy done popped up now. I'm calling her Keely. If it's Will, Ashley, and Kelly, Ashley wins blockbuster, Kelly goes home. Will wins blockbuster.
That's a tight vote. No, that's a tight vote right there.
And she gets to split the vote too, right? She's a tiebreaker if it gets there, right?
I think so.
But that'll be interesting.
Put that tiebreaker on Laura. Make her actually do something this week. Oh, I'm rooting for that. Even if I don't want Ashley to go home that bad.
I don't want Ashley to go home because Ashley's just fun chaos in the house right now.
Honestly, shoot. I'd love a petty Ashley HOH and let her get pampered, let her take all the showers she wants.
Yeah. We got to have a Princess Ashley because we had Queen Bailey HOH and we saw how that went. We got to have a Princess Ashley HOH before she get up out of here. Because her time is coming too. If it's not this week, it won't be long. So if Kelly wins, Ashley goes too. Will's going to be safe no matter what, is what we're pretty much getting at. Which is a good thing for him, but it's also like, I don't want him to become a perpetual pawn too, because people are gonna be like, oh, it's just Will. We love Will. We love Will. We love Will. So we can just throw him up there.
Treat it like 2 nominees, and one of them's just Will every week. I only got to put up 2 people.
Yeah.
That's not named Will.
And it's kind of like, and it's like, you really only got to put up 1, because when you got a Kelly in the game that keep offering to go up every week, it's like, whew, they only got 1 to worry about. Like, so it can be frustrating. I'd be frustrated if I was Will too. But he did make some good points with the girls today, or yesterday rather, because he's a little upset about being on the block again when there's all these people, and they're like, well, you're gonna be fine, don't worry, you're not going home. We're in these people's ear. He's like, well, it ain't working because I'm back on the block. Because if y'all had all this control and this sway that y'all think y'all have, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. And he's speaking facts. Because he's like, I want to believe you. I trust y'all. But the results tell me.
Yeah. They're going to keep putting me up. Like, if this keeps happening, eventually Will is going to go home.
He is. Because we all know the pawn eventually goes home. Unfortunately. Because people are going to be like, yeah, we got to make him. We got to just get him out. It'll be on somebody's raggedy HOH when they're too scared to go for the big person, or they just got a big person out and nobody knows what else to do. So it'll be a week to just like, oh, well, let's just get Will out.
This Will's time.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what else happened on the feast that was of momentous occasion.
Shoot, I guess while you think, let's talk about Liz and Julia's comeback for the HOH competition.
You see, we blew past that. That comp was so weird.
It was a funky one. And I can't believe that Lauren almost pulled the single person having the right answer and then Mickey switched at the last second.
Yeah. That would have been something for sure. I mean, it was an interesting. I mean, we've seen true or false comps. So I like good, basic. Anybody can win it. It's equitable. But then reading those lines, I'm like, were they rehearsed to be off like that?
It's like y'all could have done like a few more takes, maybe, but
I'm like wondering. Oh, go ahead. I was wondering, like, were they intentional, like messing up, like copying each other? Were they trying to be in sync, or they were and they just kind of fought? Like, I don't know.
I think it was a mix of the two. I think it was like, oh, we're gonna speak at the same time, and then sometimes one, sometimes the other.
Yeah,
I don't know. It was an interesting. I don't mind this comp. Even though, I feel like we could have saw this on Thursday potentially.
Yeah.
But I guess that's why the feeds came back so quick.
Yeah. So we're going to see. We will see what they got in store for us, because I'm like, it's like you said, it is a little dry. Like I said, not really much. I mean, stuff has happened.
It's a chill week. It's a chill week. Like Eric was saying, like both of our weeks are chill. This Big Brother week, they said, low chaos. The most crazy thing we have is Keanu and Rachel somewhat reuniting. I guess that's enough chaos for this week.
Tomorrow will tell us what we can expect. It'll tell us what we need to expect, based on who is the renom for veto after Keanu pulls himself off. I'm hoping that it's Adrian, because I like Adrian though. That sucks. I like Adrian. I have nothing against this cookout needs some paprika. Oh my god. There is no cookout. Not this year. There is no cookout. But we'll see what it's looking like tomorrow. I don't want Adrian to go home, but I'd rather Ashley stay just a little bit longer for a little bit more of her princess antics. But I would hate for him to be a casualty. Selfishly, I won't. Oh,
is there any chance Adrian would stay over Will? Is there a chance? I don't know. Imagine the crazy possibility where even Kelly stays over Will. People draw that line this week.
Now that could be something to think about.
Could that happen? I feel like that won't happen in the Kelly Will scenario, but could maybe happen in an
Adrian situation for sure. So we shall see tomorrow. No puzzle this time. Yeah, I mean, somebody mentioned
Kelly didn't even win a puzzle. She didn't. Or her first blockbuster. I'm trying to think back to, because they've been reusing some of the blockbuster comps, right? Where are they going to do the little puzzle code that Tucker lost on? I'm trying to remember some of the other ones that I can't remember.
Not Dora the Explorer versus Uncle Phil, please. But yeah, we'll see what it's looking like. But I don't know. It can go either way, to be honest.
I guess, yeah, the nice thing is Thursday's still up in the air, especially in the scenario that Kelly Actually, no. Was it if Kelly wins? No, if Will wins. Things are up in the air.
Yeah, and who's on the block too? Because like if Adrian and Kelly, who is Vince gonna keep? Mm-hmm. Hey, Paula. So we'll see. But also, I was gonna say this too because somebody mentioned on Twitter that they believe that they should do crapshoots for the Blockbuster. And honestly, I low-key kind of agree.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, it doesn't allow people to come through. I feel like you have to have a mix, just like HOHs, just like vetoes. That mix is needed. You can't just have straight physical puzzles
or skill-based type things, balance and all that other stuff. Nice to see you too, Paula.
Like what? Even the one that Mackenzie beat Rubina, and I know I always think of that as the one Tara from BB Can.
Yeah,
that's a Tara one in my head, but I mean that's a good little balanced one. A little bit of skill takes a little bit of luck.
Yeah. So more luck ones for sure, because then it's like, you know, it sucks for our faith because it's like there's no guaranteed bonus or like added advantage for them. But I think more luck-based crapshoot type comps might be better for the BB Blockbuster. But who knows? We shall see what they give.
Producers, we need new comps. We can't. We got to stay out of the Survivor narrative where all of our competitions are the same. Even though you know what, we do repeat. We do have our memorable HOHs that we like to do.
Yeah, they've been doing, but we have a few that we like staples. But I feel like they've been doing a good job. If they don't completely change a comp, they've been good with like adding something to, you know, adding an extra piece to something, or changing up the costume, like Ready Set Go. Like it wasn't the simple Ready Set Go like last. You know, it was dressed up and you had to potato sack race to the end. So that's switching it up. That's the reinvention. You know, something staple. But yeah, we're gonna see what they give us for Thursday. I just hope Will stay. That's all I need to do. Is Will. As long as Will stay, I'll be fine.
I also want Ashley to stay. Oh man,
I want her to stay, but she ain't on my draft. So selfishly, I don't even want Kelly to go draft wise.
Eric, let your draft go. It's not that deep.
I need Mastermind Kelly to stay.
You just need your one person. You need your one person to stay.
I know.
Or else if you need Kelly to stay that bad, that's your winner pick.
Yes, Steven. Ashley is a likely renom. She is toying with the idea of putting up Adrian because that's a lot less rocky of a move. It depends on if she want to play scared or not. If she want to play scared like she been for the last few days, she gonna throw Adrian up. But if she ready to really shake the house up and get the game going come Thursday, she gonna put Ashley. So we'll see. Where's the Spider-Man wall comp?
Hopefully like 2 more weeks out, 3 more weeks out.
We'll see. Oh yeah, Riley is right there. Like, why are we not putting up Riley? I don't know.
Now Lauren shouldn't put up Riley. If it was Jimmy last week, I'm still giving him lashes for not even wanting to do Riley.
Yeah, I don't see Lauren putting him up, but he is a non-factor. Like, so I get why he should be
next week. Please, we are manifesting a Riley eviction. That's what I need. Manifesting.
Yeah, I need Riley
because I need Keanu to stay another week, depending on who wins HOH.
Because Keanu was trying to repair Rachel, I'll allow it. Thank you. I need Riley to go home next week. Actually, that's why I won't go home next week. Or Catherine, one of those two gotta go. They're the only 2 people I really just dislike in the house. I feel like Riley and Catherine are the only 2. I just don't like them in the house.
I feel that.
I mean, Kelly gets on my nerves, but I don't like. She said some questionable stuff actually. So I'm like, she do need to go eventually. Paula says she got a lot of favorites and a lot of eye candy. LOL. We'll see. If your faves last just like ours, we'll see. Keanu or Ashley for HOH name. Well, Ashley got to survive. I don't know how Ashley gonna do that from home if she don't win that HOH. But I mean, if she don't win the Blockbuster, if she's nominated at all, even. But definitely we need an Ashley HOH. So I'm hoping she either survives this or not even get nominated so we can see her win something again. But y'all, that's pretty much all we got for you. Anything else you think we win? She not winning no BB, Steven. So you can go ahead and take that out. She definitely not winning BB. But that's all we have for y'all.
Yeah, I think that's it for so far this week.
So we're gonna see y'all. We'll be back Thursday to let you know the results of who went home, any extra drama that might have went down on the feeds, and of course we'll be back for the rankings at the end of our pod on Thursday. So in the meantime, y'all have a wonderful week. Get some rest because I know y'all gotta go to work tomorrow like everybody else. Get y'all some rest, and we'll see you back Thursday. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Before you go, make sure you subscribe to A Who All Gonna Be There podcast on YouTube if you haven't already. Shout out to the 4 new subscribers. I see y'all. I see it. We love it. We appreciate it. And make sure you also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at A Who All There. And turn on those notifications so you always know when we got an episode coming out. And please comment, send stuff in the comments, tag us, tweet us, beep us, DM us. So we want to hear from you. Because y'all the community, y'all in the group chat now. So we want to hear from you. But we'll see y'all Thursday. We are out for the night.
Much love.